what you think are the best revenue retention opportunities for an architecture firm. What would it take to get there started from scratch? All right, Emiliano, I'm gonna give you some game. So some businesses like yours, you need to chunk up a level to figure out revenue retention. So what does that mean? So I'll give you an example. So Alan, say the universe knew, Alan, the software that we ran, at the beginning, I was trying to sell lead nurture services to brick and mortar businesses, right? SMBs. The problem with lead nurture services when you have an SMB is that they have inconsistent lead flow. And so as soon as they're like, oh, this is great, but how do I get leads, right? And they're like, oh no, this is a whole nother problem. This is a different business. And so then we had the smart idea of like, well, what businesses already have leads? And the answer to that question was businesses already working with agencies. And so then I said, oh, maybe agencies are really our customer. And so that's what we figured out was that agencies would bring customers in and they would churn those people out, right? But let's say a chiropractor agency has 10 chiropractors that pay $2,000 a month. I'm sorry, mini itty bitty agency, right? They've got 10 chiropractors paying $2,000 a month. And let's say every month they lose 2 chiropractors and they gain 2 chiropractors. I can rely on that agency to use my software month over month over month with each of his chiropractor people, even though the logos of the people inside of his little ecosystem will change. But my revenue retention at the agency level was super good. So why do I tell that story? Because it's an analogy for you, Emiliano, which is that your architecture firm, you're thinking about it at the house level or at the building level, right? If you chunk up a level, which is like, okay, who are the referral partners or who are the people that you do business with on a regular basis? Is it contractors? Is it, who are the people referring you business? And so once we find those people who you're doing business with on a regular basis, we want to demonstrate that we're retaining them rather than at the project level. So you chunk up and then those become your nodes of revenue. And so you then have your acquisition or your sales motion is going to be geared around how do I advertise and acquire more of these referral partners. And I know each referral partner is worth X and it costs me Y in order to acquire them. And I can retain them significantly more than I can for the individual products or logos that they're bringing on. That help, Emiliano? That's how you do it.